come from, you couldn't tell on them niggas. These niggas telling on niggas, straight busters. Yeah. I look like your auntie, but that nigga in there acting like your auntie, telling on niggas. Snitching, working with the government. After the government shut down, the nigga decides to work with the government. You get new gangbangers, man. I swear to God, man. I swear to God, this new gangbanging shit is robotic to me. Poe Creator. How much time y'all think Cuz gonna get for snitching?
Going down and down now. What everybody keeps saying is
snitching.
It's talking about damn near probation or something now.
You gonna get probation for snitching.
A whole year.
That would put him as an informant doing all these. So was he carrying out acts and then reporting back to the feds right after he did these acts? Like, how does that work?
It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Peace, John Deere. It's kind of like you said you was watching Black Klansman. It's like they go in, you know, and you know, they cooperate and they people. It's something like, say if we was, you know, in it together and you in the organization and I'm coming in there infiltrating it, like you saying let's do shit, I'm right with you and shit. Like, let's do it. Knowing all along that I'm setting your ass up, you know what I mean, to be hit. So we may go through all the process and stuff, but then once it dies down, shit, this nigga's in, you know, witness protection somewhere in Idaho with a different name or something. You know what I mean? I'm just, you know, just throwing speculation, you know, out there if that was the case. But, you know, my gut doesn't really tell me that necessarily, but I would not put it past, you know, this regime for doing something like that.
We got a year. We got a year and we will see what happens.
Right.
Damn, man. 6ix9ine, 10 to 15. We're talking about maybe if he snitched less than that, 47. Damn, man, the numbers is getting crazy. What you seeing over there, man?
I want to read Kristen. I'm gonna get your opinion on this. Kristen, excuse me, M say, why are so many social media outlets making his plea agreement to snitch? And he had to agree to plea in his best interest because of proof of audio or video he was in. The guilty was against him. Well, real quick, you know, first of all, he was doing crimes with other people. He admitted that he was in the gang. So that means that he would have to take other people down. Who'd you do he didn't do the crimes by himself. He did it with other members, allegedly of the 9 Trey. We know who those people are. We know who just got arrested. According to many outlets, it was because of him pointing, you know, the finger to that. And the reason they didn't put the information out was because they were trying to arrest these individuals and they didn't want them to scurry off. That's all we can say with that. You know what I mean? He's telling everything. So why stop there and say, oh, well, yeah, I was a part of it, but I ain't gonna tell you who did it. Come on, man.
Yeah, for that, you're guilty and you're getting all of it. That ain't happening.
Yeah, you got to go all the way.
That ain't happening.
Don't go at all.
We'll see. The feds sat down with 6ix9ine and laid the book out on. They told him, listen, if you go to court, if you fight this in trial, if you try to go a not guilty plea, you will do life in prison. And so will your other boys. So 6ix9ine sat back and said, okay, yeah, I was in there. I assisted with Shotty, aka XYZ real name, and we carried out this act.
Right.
You told on him. That's a snitch. Point blank period. It's that simple.
I mean, people they want to wait to see the documents, and I'm thinking, you know, that documentation is, you know, beginning to come out. You know, now I've seen somebody post the front page of the indictment, but we're not really into that, getting too deep into that. You know what I mean? And sifting through that all crazy, like some chan. I mean, that's their thing, you know, more power to you. But you know, we're just dealing with the information that's available. You know, somebody said Shotty wouldn't be in jail if it wasn't for 6ix9ine. Social media got them locked up, and 6ix9ine was the biggest troll. Definitely social media, you know, and them on social media definitely, you know, played a huge role, you know, in them getting locked up, being stupid. Being stupid as hell.
I'm going to read another comment by Marcus Johnson. Is it really snitching if he felt like the other members didn't have his best interest at hand? Shotty, etc. would have flipped. Is it wrong if he did it first? Is it like a race? I mean, that's a great question. Because if you sitting back in your cell and you like, yo, somebody is telling on me, or you got the feds in your ear saying, yo, if you don't tell, homeboy's about to tell.
They might be lying,
and you don't know the trust and loyalty anyway.
You can't tell though. That's what you can't tell.
This ain't me and you. If it was me and you sitting in the situation, and I knew you were in that other jail cell, and they were running their mouth about me, or they were running their mouth about you, saying, "Oh yeah, oh, was about to do this and this and this," I'm laughing in their face. Fuck you, no, he isn't. But sitting in this situation, not really knowing you're doing the music, you're doing this, where was real loyalty ever at anyway? You have no idea.
I mean, you never know. Like you said, they could have, you know, played some audio or them other guys saying some shit about him, or who knows what the feds, you know, like my man, peace to George Bush, you know, said that he was backed into a corner. And I'm sure that, you know, it seemed like the world was collapsing on that little kid, and he cracked under pressure. He was in a situation like we were talking in the pre-production where it was like his life. He's in the cell. Ain't like he out. He's in the cell. He don't have shit like that. He's now contemplating the reality of him never ever getting out. They put this in front of you, and they put this. Okay, well, if you start telling us everything you know, then we'll write the letter to the judge. We probably get you 10, 15. You know, at least you'll be out in your 30s. This is how they gonna do it to him. And he said, you know what? Shit, them guys, you know, like, because remember the Breakfast Club interview. He denounced them cats for whatever reason. We don't know. Maybe the feds visited him, but he denounced them. He was already setting up, in my opinion, to flip.
You know, we had that conversation earlier. Do you think that the feds had that they kind of met up with him prior to that conversation? Because of the way he was talking, he said, I'm afraid of two things, God and the feds. Right. And the look in his eyes seemed like he just kind of got out of a situation with the feds.
A lot of people said that.
So was it like, okay, listen, man, and then I mean, reports came out that the feds or somebody came and kind of got in his ear saying, listen, if you don't do XYZ real soon, there's people coming after you. Then maybe people potentially coming after other people involved in your family, whatever. We all heard the wild speculations in that. So did he have a conversation and know he may have been in trouble prior, or did he think, or was he starting to tell right then and there? Did he start singing there and thinking that maybe that might have helped him out? Everything's cool. I'm starting to cooperate.
Yeah.
I may not be able to see anything because I'm going to start telling you motherfuckers right now.
I think, you know, first of all, I think this is what I honestly think. I think that he didn't really know the ramifications of what he was doing. He thought that he was a big celebrity. He had money, that he could do whatever the hell he wanted to do, and he would never get caught. And once the reality came that wasn't the reality, his true colors began, you know, to come out, and he began to you know, start telling them everything he knows. I mean, it's a situation that, you know, who knows, you know, what people were doing in this situation. A lot of people, you know, think that it ain't no loyalty, you know, to none of that stuff. Like, fuck it, if I'm in a situation, I'm getting out of this. Forget them dudes. Them dudes was, again, on the Breakfast Club, he said he found out that pretty much they was taking his bread to the tunes of millions of dollars, and, you know, even maybe sleeping with his girl. All types of rumors came out, you know, about the situation, but, you know, it's fucked up, dog. It's fucked up.
Indeed. Let me read some more comments. Black Peace. Oh man, he denounced them because the feds told him they were going to kill him. You are hip hop reporters. I guess he's questioning our journalistic expertise.
The feds told him they was going to kill him.
The feds told 6ix9ine that shot and they were going to kill him. So we think. So we were told.
Right. They said a lot of stuff.
They said a lot of stuff. So in them telling him that, why wouldn't he also say, all right, well, if they're going to kill me, fuck it. No, they did this, they did this, they did this, they did this, which would in turn have him telling prior to it. We're not justifying it being right or wrong, but if you're involved in this life, hey, death threats come with it too, buddy.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, all right, nigga, you say he's going to kill me. Fuck it, I'm strapped up. You know what I mean? Whoever get who first. This is the way the life go.
If you're involved in that life, that's what it comes with.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh, I'm gonna tell over him. Nah, I don't go like that. This is the life that these guys chose to live. So some guys just stand up and they take it no matter what. The real G's out there, you know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. Some guys just, you know, they tell.
Oh, got another question by Kyle Smith. How do you guys feel about his kid's mother steady hopping online speaking about him on TMZ so fast? We talked about that a little bit. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I kind of want to play it, but I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
let's not do that.
Yeah. You know, I thought it was crazy. That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, man, what the hell is she doing? Like jumping on TM. First, I'm like, how much did they pay her to get that interview? But I'm like, why is she jumping on there? You know, I would not, like, if I get locked up, none of my people are going on saying anything. For what? You know what I mean? Let's just declare my name or something I didn't do. But at this point, it's like, it's best of her to just, I think it's clout chasing at this point.
I might say, are we surprised? Are we surprised? This is how he's gotten famous. This is how he's played out. He hooked up with academics. They started promoting the bullshit, doing everything, getting it out there. The baby mamas were out there. What do we expect? Do we expect any different than her going out and doing what she did? Now, People can call it a mistake. People can call it crazy. Hey, it's the day and age we live in. TMZ knew exactly what they doing, calling her up because she was going to pick up the phone and they were about to get views and clout. Like you said, anybody involved in our situation, none of our people were about to be anywhere doing interviews, phone calls of this. They're going to be talking to cops, talking to lawyers, talking to authorities, trying to get us the fuck up out of there.
Exactly.
That's it. And that's it only.
Right.
But we're in a different age, man, and it's different out here nowadays.
What do you think about, the next question I want to ask you? What do you think about the backlash that he's receiving, from different, not even backlash, but, people pretty much rubbing it in his face. People like my son and, other people coming out and like, man, I told you so. I told you this dude was, wasn't built like that. I told you this dude was a rat. I see a lot of that out there. What do you think of that right now?
You're going to see a lot of kicking while somebody's down.
Right.
We always do. And some people will say 6ix9ine didn't help himself. You don't help yourself going online and consistently telling grown men to go, you know what I mean, down towards your man parts and do that kind of stuff. You don't get any sympathy when you run your mouth and you're braggadocious about this, that, and the third, and you disrespect certain people in certain areas, and you say you're a gang member. You now apparently were a gang member, and you go into certain areas and don't properly check in and do proper protocol in areas, and you're disrespectful. And then this kind of karmatic energy comes to you, you can't help it. People are going to kick you while you're down. Right. Now, is it cool? Nah, it's kind of weak, but it is what it is. You gotta expect it.
The lesson. I mean, there's a lesson in this, children, who may be watching, our younger demographic. Don't even get involved, in the street stuff. We understand that people have certain paths to go through in their life, and it may end up there. But, in my opinion, that's the easy way out. To go out and sell the drugs and, that lifestyle. Stand up and be a man. Right. Go get yourself a business. Get a corporation. Do it the hard way. But go ahead. You got to.
Yeah, my man JB, I keep seeing it run through the chat room. He said you would sing, too, if you found out your mans was robbing you. He keeps making it a point that Shotty was robbing 6ix9ine. And maybe, and correct me if I'm wrong, JB, you saying that 6ix9ine is justified in telling because of that? What do you think about that?
I wouldn't say that justifies him as telling.
No, it doesn't.
Pretty much nothing. You know what I mean?
Not if you're in that life, man.
Right. You're in that life. Y'all, claim this set together. The notion is you go down with the ship.
You handle